welcome you all our viewers on Entebbe 1, and today is a very special occasion and a special day on Entebbe 1. My name is Samuel Batambira, the host on this show again this very evening. I'm joined by Mr. Jock Patrick, who is going to tell us more about him. We've been covering a lot of stories about comprehensive secondary school. The school has been having a lot of circus, a lot of issues, to the extent we are forced, as Entebbe 1 tried to, the IDD for intervention. So many things have happened at this school, and actually it is maybe more are going to be experienced in the due course. I'm lucky. I've been joined by Mr. Ojok, who is going to be able to tell us more about the school and what happened to him, because he's been a bursar there and he was chased from the school, and the reasons are not very clear. So, Mr. Ojok, you're most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel.
Mr. Ojok, you've been working in this school. Briefly, people may want to know who you are. How are you at the school?
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel and the viewers. I'm called Patrick Ojok, and I've been working with Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School from 2019 up to this year in first term, when I stopped working with Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School. And the stopping, it was not my own intention to stop working, but I was stopped from working.
Okay. When you started working with the school, were you given an appointment to work or you've been appointed by the Ministry of Education?
No, I was not appointed by the Ministry of Education. I went through the hiring process with the Board of Governors of Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School, and I passed the interview, and I was appointed with Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School.
So you are among us a non-support staff?
Yes, sir.
We've been told that in this process, about 7 to 8 teachers were expelled by the current headmistress, who is Madam Obella, Ruth. What was the cause? Why did she chase you away?
Let me talk about myself. It's true that about seven people were chased, me inclusive, both the non-support staff and also teachers. And in the mode of that she used for chasing was actually a very unique method that she has been using. First and foremost, this is actually chasing people like chicken. Said from the aspect of today, I don't want you in my school. I don't need you in my school. And me myself, she stopped me from working. And the reason that I demanded for her to give me, clearly stating the reason why she's chasing me, up to now she has failed to tell me. And also I asked, yeah, it's true, if you're chasing me, why can't you do this in written? Me, I came in school officially. Now, if maybe you want me out of school, why can't you chase me officially? But she's fearing to tell me, to write for me even the termination letter. And let me just be honest with you, I don't know the reason why she has chased me. I'm demanding for the reason, but she's not giving me even the reason.
Mr. Jock, you were appointed in that school as the Assistant Bursar.
Yes, sir.
And you've been there from 2019?
Yeah, from 2019.
And you were not appointed by the Madam Obella, who is the current headmistress.
Yes, sir.
She just found in the school.
Yes, sir.
Initially, we've been told she was working there. What happened in between there and then? Because initially you had a new headmistress, you had an headmaster who was Mr. Mukasa then, who maybe you were equated during his term of office, and then this woman was deputy headmistress of the school, and things turned down. Why do you think things turned around like this?
Yeah, it's true.
Did you have some misunderstandings? Did you have them between you and her?
It's true that she has been the deputy a teacher for Entebbe Secondary School, But I also
Secondary school, comprehensive secondary school.
Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School.
Yes.
And it happened that the current teacher, Mr. Mukasa, he retired.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, again, I heard and saw that actually Madam Obella has been given appointment, has got appointment to be the head teacher of Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School. And she was the head deputy by then. For all this while, she has been a deputy in this same school that she has come in as the head teacher.
So she knew each and everything. Did you have grudges before?
I maybe if she has grudge with me, then maybe that's on her side. But me, I don't have any issue with her.
Okay. Mr. Joke, I've been reliably told that one, when you were chased from the school, you had still a lot of issues with the school. One, they had not paid you for some good time. And two, I'm told that they had not limited your NSSF to where it's supposed to go. Why did this happen? Yet you are the bursar who knew how money is given out to the school, I mean to people who are working in the school and those who are out of the school too.
Mr. Samuel, me, I was the assistant, and we have the main bursar, which means that actually my boss was the main bursar. And me, I took responsibilities which has been assigned to me as the assistant. Therefore, detail about why were you not paid or why this, I think actually is actually maybe and the teacher who can answer that one most.
Okay. By the time you left here, when did you leave? When were you forced to leave the school?
I was forced to leave the school in February this year, on the 6th. On the 6th of February this year is when I was forced to leave office.
Yes, I'm told that that time, the time we were chased out of the school, they had paid you some salary, but they have not limited your NSSF. How much is that? I don't think limited.
Mr. Samuel, me, since I joined Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School from 2019 up to this year, my NSSF was paid only, I think, twice, only for 2 months. Only for 2 months, according to my statement, because I've already even printed my NSSF statement. I was paid only two. I saw all the payments for 2 months. For 2 months.
Did you ask to find out why only 2 months and you worked there for so long?
They were saying that they were going to pay. They were going to pay my NSF, and I'm demanding a lot of money from Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School. One, for my areas for NSF from 2019 up to date. From 2019 up to today, that is 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. 4 years that I'm demanding my NSF areas. And also not only the NSF areas. I have salaries which were also in areas. I was not paid salaries starting from last year some month up to date. I wasn't paid my salaries. In total, actually, what I'm demanding in Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School is several. Me, myself alone, is more than 5 million.
Okay. Now, since the appointment is not done by Obella, and Obella is the current headmistress of that school, did you approach the appointing authorities, that is the management of the school, and the PTA, and maybe the education personnel within the municipal council?
Yeah. It's true that when I was forced from to leave school, the board had to come in, and it reached a time whereby after she has already chased me out of school, the board wrote for me a letter. To return back to school for my normal duties. But when I returned back for my normal duties at school, this is a woman that came and phoned me in office and told me that, Patrick, leave my office, shut down the computer, and go out. I was actually embarrassed that day. I was so much embarrassed that day that I really felt I was really the least person really in that school. But with humility, I left the school. After leaving the school, I reported this to the board, said that really, this is what has really happened. I came to school, and Obella has chased me again out of the school. Then again, the board again tried their best and brought me back to school. But when the board brought me back to school, she again came with another approach, another tactics of really embarrassing me, of frustrating me. Actually, she told me that I have no work here, and where for the case me in the office.
At the school, you didn't have work.
I don't have work in there's no work for me at Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School, and I'm not supposed to enter the office where I was seated all these 4 years down the road. What she did is actually she showed me a senior 5 classroom. Actually, this is an old classroom which was having scrapped, all the papers, dirty, and said, Patrick, this is where you're going to sit as your office.
That was your office given to you.
That's the new office that she gave to me.
Okay, Mr. Patrick, just help me to understand, and the public, maybe the viewers. One, was there a meeting between you and the PTA and the board of directors of the school, or the administration of the school? Have you ever had any kind of meeting between you and them?
Yeah, we had all a one with a few members of the board, and whereby in that meeting is when we came to an agreement that I have to be reinstated back for work. That's why the other letter that the board had to write for me to come back for duties, because there was actually no any clear reason why. For the case of me, I was chased from school. That was the only meeting that we had with a few members of the board anyway.
And was there something like a resolution that they came up with?
Yeah, the resolution was actually for me to reoccupy my reoccupy my office, to come back to school and start with my normal duties.
Okay, Mr. Jock,
yes,
I'm seeing a letter here on my table that you took the matter to the court, and that is under the advocate company is called the Artigo and Company Advocate. What took you there? Yet the board and the administration of the school wanted you back to school, and the one who had not chased you.
Yeah, it's true that they are trying to help me up. The reason why I took that direction, before I was in a dilemma. I was in a dilemma of no help, that I couldn't find help from anywhere.
Yeah.
But the only place whereby I may try to find help is through that company.
Okay. Yes. So far, how long has this been? When did you take the matter to court?
In February.
So what has been the reaction of the court? Have you gone to court directly?
Not yet. We have not still gone direct to court. Actually, even say that was actually the intention, letter of intention to sue the school, and that's why now, after that letter, the board has to come in. The board has to come in to mitigate this issue and this matter. But all along, even though also the board tries their level best to see that really I'm reinstated back to school, this woman still disobeyed even the decision of the board up to now.
Okay. In all of this, and under the circumstances, what do you think is the reason this woman doesn't want you in that particular school? In your own view as an individual or as a person who has ever worked with her before she became an administrator of a school, what do you think could be the reason as to why she doesn't want you in this school? Because there could be something that maybe is hidden and you don't want to tell the public. Then the public is watching you to tell us what do you think in your own reasoning as a person, as the reason as why it doesn't want you to be in that particular school?
Mr. Samuel, honestly, I don't know a particular reason why this woman don't want me out of this school. But to me, what I've really found out is trying to think around is she doesn't want people of brain, wise people like some of us.
Maybe you are underqualified to work in this institution.
Mr. Samuel, that's why I'm just telling you that maybe she doesn't want
people like you are overqualified.
People like me, a brain like me around her, who can really expose her if necessary. So that's actually the main reason. For the case me, I'm trying to think is the reason why she doesn't want me. She doesn't want me in that school because she knows how experienced I am if it comes to accounting and finance, and how open I am if it comes to
maybe you could be challenged and could be a problem before her when you become.
Maybe that is her fear, or maybe I may expose something out.
So that means you have so many things you know about her.
I don't know.
Anyway, our viewers, thank you so much for watching us here on Entebbe 1, and I'm very glad I've hosted this gentleman who is telling us much more about the school and comprehensive secondary school. And we are very happy that today we have hosted our show at Goila Guest House in Entebbe on Ginger Road. They have got very fabulous gardens. Everything about this Goila Guest House is very interesting stuff. So we are going to have a very short break, and when you come back, we are going to discuss more about the school and more about. Welcome back once again, and I'm very grateful that today we are at Goila Guest House. We are where we are conducting our show. It's a very interesting show, and indeed, I'm great that I've hosted Mr. Jock, who has been the assistant bursar for the school for some small time. And we've seen what you've been telling the public about the school. We've talked about the school several times, the misconduct of the school administration, the misconduct of the administration of this particular school. And no one could listen to us. About 7 teachers and non-support have been chased out from the school under unknown circumstances. So today we've been able to host at least Mr. Joku who has told us what has happened to him and what is happening to others. And for him at least he's been brave enough to go up to courts of law. He has done what it takes for a man to do. Nothing has so far been done. Mr. Joku, you're most welcome once again.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel.
Mr. Joku.
Yes, sir.
Very briefly, I want to tell you, you are taking all possible avenues to make sure you get justice, because you were unfairly treated under this school. You're chased, they have not been paying you. You have quite a lot of things to do. Now, what do you want either the court or the school administration to do for you?
Mr. Samuel, me had been really obedient enough and
very loyal.
And very loyal. That's why when the board calls me back to school, I've been really obedient, and I really have been following them and going. Even though this woman chases me again, and if they tell me to come, I come. And I've now reached a point whereby really, and also for my security purposes, I think I'm not willing to get back there, go back to Entebbe complex.
So do you think something wrong can happen again upon you?
You never know. You never know. This is Uganda.
Anything can happen.
Everything is possible.
So, but what if the administration sits down and say, you know what, under this and that, we really need you to go back and work?
No, I will not accept again that offer to go back to work there. Okay.
You are the only person who stood firmly and say, let me face the journalists, the media to help me. At the same time, you're the only person who have gone to court. What advice are you giving to your fellow staffs who are chased the same way you are chased?
The advice that I can give to my fellow staff that were chased. One, if they can also, or if they want, even for, if they want to look for justice, for them to be helped, I'm sure that even all of them, they have areas still in that school. They can. And maybe, if maybe they also say that, let this go, it's now upon them to decide. But I just pray that wherever they are, God protects them, and I wish them well.
Do you think they also had the issues, the same issues that you've gone through, or they are quite different?
I may say that I'm very confident that there's no any misconduct or anything which we who were chased did at school. There's no any reason that a person can even document for our being out of school. Therefore, them being out of school have the same scenario like mine, because all this happened at the same time, and we were all pushed out of school the same time.
You are a younger man. There's been another similar scenario that happened to Chua Primary School by Lady Mistress. The teacher was chased, and the teacher wrote a letter and said the teacher was touching girls. Maybe it could be the same case with you. You could have been someone who is touching girls at the school. And maybe that's the reason she said to chase you off the school.
Maybe if that is the reason, then let her document and bring the proof. If maybe, but that is not. That is not. Bodily, that is not.
Okay. We are going to let you off the hook.
Thank you, sir.
But before we let you off the hook, what plan do you have in the next few days from now? Because I'm seeing there was intention to sue, didn't work out the way people thought it would work out. Now, what's the next issue and agenda as per you?
The next plan B, can I say plan B out of this?
Yes, of course, yes. We are looking at plan B now.
Plan B, just now, it's me and my people. It's me and my people that can make a resolution on plan B. Yeah.
But yes, thank you so much indeed, Mr. Jok. Entebbe 1 and its media team wrote to the IGG over the same issue. I think I shared it with you before I came in here.
Yeah.
About the misconduct of this Madam Obella, Ruth, and the school administration generally. And nothing so far has been done, but we hope for the best out of the IGG's office, and we hope to use other possible means to make sure at least the school works out properly. Things are done in the proper way they're supposed to be done. Mr. Jok, at least one word to the people out there who are watching you live.
Thank you so much, the viewers. This is just a story about what I've gone through from Entebbe Comprehensive Secondary School, but with boldness, I've still been taking this courage to go with this case up to here. But I may say that at the moment I don't have much to tell you, but thank you for listening to us.
Yeah, legal fees are very expensive in Uganda, especially if people are not working. How are you surviving to make sure you can even go and have bold legal approaches at Uganda company advocates and have your ears heard?
Yeah, it's true that survival is hard. It's true that things has been hard for me. Things has been hard for me since I left that school. Of course, me coming from Karamoja, living. I'm a Karamojong. Coming from Karamoja up to here.
But Karamoja are tougher than the way you're talking. They're more tougher. I expect you have ratio that woman down.
I didn't come here to play with life.
Yes.
I came here to look for life. And somebody is trying to play with my life. And anyway, it has not been easy, but by God's grace, I'm still alive. my family is still okay. And though it's hard, because also at the moment I'm at school, still paying tuition of about 2 million a semester. You have children, you have a family, you have other people, you have to pay rent, feeding, and it's actually not been easy, but God has been faithful anyway.
That's great. That's one good thing I love about God. Okay, thank you so much, viewers. This has been a very wonderful show. We really thank Hope for Restoration Initiative for their sponsorship. Keep it up, Hope for Restoration Initiative. We've been at Gorilla Guest House. It's a venue whereby you can host a very nice party with a very beautiful garden. The accommodation is very excellent. Everything about this venue is very excellent. Thank you so much, guys, at the camera, the back at the camera, doing a very great work. And Mr. Joko, thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you, sir.
It hasn't been so easy catching you up here, there. You know, you have to look for the way you can keep yourself moving and surviving with your family. But we pray that at least you get justice, and people at the municipal level can help you get what you want to achieve. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you so much.